welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanne. I'm a yoga and Pilates teacher and a personal trainer. And today I'm going to take you through a Pilates class designed for spine health, strength, mobility, flexibility. We're going to get into some stretches. It's going to be a feel-good class that's going to help relieve any aches and pains. Let's get started with a cat-cow. So if you've never done cat-cow before, hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. I'm going to draw our spine to ceiling, pushing the hands into the ground, the neck falls and relaxes. You're feeling the stretch in the back, rib cage in and core engaged in the cat. Inhale as you come out, belly to floor. Looking up to the sky, shoulders down away from ears, feeling the tension now in the back, the warmth. Again, we're going to flip it, spine to ceiling, stretching with a posterior tilt in the cow. First thing that moves is the pelvis, last thing is the neck. If you've just got out of bed or you've not done much movement today, you feel a bit stiff, start with a smaller range of movement, it's important, and then as you mobilise, we're going to increase this. Inhale in the cow, looking up as much as you can. Good. And we'll take a bit of a somatic approach. So if you enjoy more of a posterior tilt in the cat with the pelvis, just rock forwards and backwards. This is good for anyone who's been pregnant or has that anterior pelvic tilt. And let's flip it. You have tight abs as well. Just push your belly button down. Good. Back onto neutral spine. So get to know how that feels with the pelvis. Then we're going to go into thread the needle. So again, palms directly under the shoulders. If you feel carpal tunnel, it's a bit uncomfortable, you can go over to fists, or you can bring them forward just a little bit so that nerve isn't getting cut. Pinched just there. Then we're going to go into thread the needle. So a bend in this arm, again starting with a small range of movement until you mobilise. Follow your hand all the way up. Exhale. Inhale as you come round. And as you mobilise, you can increase the range of movement and push it a little bit further. We're going to go 6 each side. Enjoy that stretch as you thread the needle with an exhale. We'll do one more. I'm going to hold the last one. I'm going to push back, be gentle on your neck. Push back towards the screen, opening that side body. This feels good. Then we're going to do the other side now. Again, small range of movement to mobilise. And this side might be tighter or weaker, so just be mindful of that. Keep it nice and controlled. Core is engaged. Exhale as you thread. Leading with your elbows, you come right back. So you're painting big rainbow. 2 more. Tend to get injured in this range of movement, so I do like to include it as often as I can in the Pilates classes. And then we're going to thread the needle and stretch. So now I'm pushing back towards the wall with my hips, doing what feels good. Deep breath in, exhale. Excellent. Take time back into all fours. So I'm going to come down into child's pose, knees together, arms over your head. Deep breaths. Good. Next, back onto all fours. There's a lot of all fours to get into the spine. I'm going to start with donkey kicks. So leg with a good bend. This is your starting position. So your knees is the same height roughly as your hip. And we're going to come all the way up, all the way down. Leading with the heel to ceiling. Core's engaged. Distribute my weight evenly. We're going for 10 to 12. Squeezing the bum cheek as you come up. Be really mindful of that. And that should bring a bit of warmth to the lower back. And this is really important. When you do any of these kind of movements, your pelvis should stay as still as possible. So think of like the cat-cow movement, you know, when you're moving your pelvis forwards and backwards. You don't want to do that. You want to limit that as much as possible. And keep it in neutral. 3 more. 1 more. And then I'm going to add more to the back. I'm going to extend the leg and bring in a pulse. So adding more weight to the lower back to bring in warmth. Cores engaged. We'll be aiming for the same amount, 10 to 12. Really squeezing with that bum cheek. Looking forwards, down at the mat, sorry. 1 more. Hold. Arm from the opposite side comes out. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3. Deep breaths. 2, 1. And release. Good. I'm going to go over to the other side now. Hopefully you're starting to feel warm. Donkey kicks, 10 to 12. And if this is your weaker side and you know it is, be mindful of that and be patient. And we might want to add a couple of extra reps to try and even things out over time. Keep that pelvis in neutral throughout. Deep breaths. Couple more. Good. I'm going to extend the leg and bring in the pulse. Same amount. Keep redistributing your weight over both sides. Don't just dump in that one hip. Deep breaths. Should bring in warmth to the lower back. Small bend in the elbows. Pause. Extend the opposite arm. 5, 4. Core engaged. 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. Wide knees, child's pose next. Arms over your head. Bit of a hip opener. Deep breaths. Gives you a moment just to catch your breath. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is warm up the muscles next to the spine, which relieves the spine, takes pressure off the spine, helps manage osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, helps manage any pain. We're going to carefully come down onto the belly. So you're in a bit of a cobra position, sphinx. And then you're going to lower down, so your forehead is on your hands. And you're just getting your body used to this new position it's now in. Deep breaths. Exhale. Relaxing the pelvis into the mat with every exhale you take. As you can feel the muscles tense up as they try and protect. First thing that's going to happen is you're going to squeeze your bum cheeks together before you lift. This is going to protect your lower back. Elbows as you come up and push yourself off the floor with your chest. Elbows behind you and down. If you want to, you can bring your feet off the floor as well to add more weight to your lower back. Inhale, come up, exhale, and down. This dorsal raise exercise works really well with high reps. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears and pause at the top and feel the upper back engagement. Take note of any imbalances, any areas that are fatiguing quicker than others. You should feel warmth if it's too hard to get off the floor. This is your back strength. You can pause between reps. You can sit in sphinx position. This is strengthening the back of the neck as well. So keep bringing that head up as high as you can, counteracting all that phone use. 2 more. 1 more. And from here, we're going to sit in Sphinx. I feel like if you can go into Cobra, great, but I feel like it's a little bit, of the age of 30, it can be a bit intense. So elbows directly under the shoulders, neck back, squeeze, keeping those bum cheeks switched on, pushing your hips into the ground and allow that natural curve in your back. We're exaggerating it, but there is a normal curve there. Your lower back and your base of your back. Deep breath in. Feel the stretch on your abs if you're tight there. Exhale. Pushing them shoulders into the ground. Then we're going to carefully come down. You can pause before you do the next part. You're going to lift your hips off first to protect your lower back. Knees together, child's pose to counteract that back bend we've just done. Then we're going to come into puppy pose, or you can stay in child's pose. So puppy pose, hips directly over your knees. It helps if you grab hold of the edge of the mat so you don't slide off it. You're going to allow a back bend out, aiming for chest to ground. Deep breath in, exhale, sink. This is really good for your upper back flexibility. Counteracting all the forearms and the arms and shoulders. Big stretch in the lats. Good to come back out with it. We're going to come back down into Sphinx and then belly to floor, forehead to hands. Deep breath in. So we're just getting our spine moving lots of different directions and the muscles around to support, to become a more solid structure. We want to do that again, one more set. Dorsal raises. So first thing that happens is bum cheeks get switched on. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rise. Shoulders down away from ears, and you're trying to bring your shoulder blades, the back, towards your spine. 3. I want you to go away feeling nice and warm and lengthened and reduced at least, or completely gone, stiffness. As the cold nights are coming in as well and ice starts to come, we are at risk of slipping and falling. I don't want you to fall, and I also don't want you to pull any muscles. So we're using them, all the weird ones that we don't normally know that exist. Get that neck right up. One more. And then you can either come with your forehead to your hand, or sit in Sphinx, or Cobra. Just pushing the shoulders down into ears. Down away from your ears, sorry. Allowing that bend in your back to happen. Squeezing the butt. Good. Gonna come down again onto the mat. Next thing that lifts are the hips. Take your time. This is really good for fluidity of movement. See, I'm chopping and changing the pelvic position into child's pose. Stay here, or you can challenge anterior tilt a bit more, upper back with puppy pose. Pushing your chest towards the ground, knees roughly under your hips. Good. Then coming back down for a moment, forehead to hands. And just see if you can notice any difference in how your body's feeling just now. Hopefully a bit warmer, maybe a bit stretched, or you might not even feel anything just now. But one day you might, hopefully. Deep breath in. Good. Taking your time, coming up into all four position. Back into a cat-cow, just to remobilize, start for a small range of movement. Notice any difference at all. If you've got back pain, normally, like a stiffness, you might feel like it's helped it a little bit, hopefully. Okay, find your neutral spine in all fours position, tabletop. This time I'm going to come out into third dog, so opposite arm to opposite leg. I'm going to come in and out for 5, making sure your pelvis isn't moving. And then you can hold the last one, or you've got the option for the Pilates bird dog flares, which, take your time, you're bending at the knee, you're coming right round, touching your foot, and then back down for an additional 5, or you can hold the bird dog. It's a really good chest opener, pelvic strength and stability, back flexibility. It's a good all-rounder if you're able to reach that back foot. We'll do one more after this. You can hold the last one or you can let it go. Good. Over to the other side. Get you fired up, those. Opposite arm to opposite leg, core engaged. In and out for 5. If you do have back pain or delicate back, maybe think about holding the positions rather than the movement that I'm doing just now. It can be a little bit easier. And have a look back at proprioception to build on that skill. Make sure your leg is going as high as you think it is. And if you're ready and you want to do the Pilates flares, feel free. Great chest opener too. Or you can hold the position. Bird dogs and variations of it are really good for back strength and health of the spine. Good. Wide knees, child's pose. Deep breath in. Good. Next we'll come into a downward dog. Decompresses the spine, stretches out your calf muscles. Heel to floor if you can. If you can't, don't worry. Trying to untuck the pelvis and feel the high hamstring stretch. Relax your neck. Small bend in the knee. Looking at your toes. Back down into cow. Feeling the stretch in the abs. Exhale into downward facing dog. Or you can go into child's pose. Back down to cow. Down face dog. Making your way back down to your knees. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates class for spine health and strength, and hopefully reduce some stiffness and tightness for you. I'd love a like and a comment. Let me know how you found it if you tried it, and let me know if there's anything that you want to see more of on my channel.